Hey there fellow wet shavers, Brian here at the Wet Shave Experience. Thank you for tuning in today's video. Today's video we'll be using Barrister Mann Seville. I do have the matching splash. We'll be using the winning razor on a third use NASA blade. I have my no name brush which kind of matches in color. We are all lathered up in the bowl, so let's wet the face and get started. Thank you for tuning in today and welcome. Hope everybody's having a good week. If you're new to the channel, a special welcome, and those of you that are around a while, appreciate the continued support. If you're new here and watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button below, and that will do it for my public service announcements for today. All right, so like I said, hopefully everybody's having a good week. I continue the barbershop march, and no barbershop week would be complete without a little bit of Seville. So here we are, and lathered up, ready to go. And so Seville, many people out there consider this one of the best barbershops out there. This has scent notes of lemon, bergamot, rosemary, lavender, patchouli, and oak moss. This was modeled after, I think, an Italian barbershop and an eau de cologne that was created in the 1700s. And in Barrister Mann's description on their site, they say that some have called this God's barbershop. So I'm gonna have to be one of the probably the lone wolves here and say that this is not my favorite barbershop scent. I get the lemon and the citrus, and I don't know if it's the rosemary or what it is, but there's something about the scent. I know some of you are gonna think I'm crazy, but it smells somewhat medicinal to me. I've used this before. It doesn't get much use in my den. I had picked it up off one of the Facebook buy-sell trade sites when I first started wet shaving, because I was kind of chasing it, because by reputation this was supposed to be really, really good. And I just kind of had it. And obviously with the barbershop week, I had to break it out. So here we are with Seville. I know I can already tell you that when I go out, my wife is gonna tell me I smell terrible. It's the last time I used this. That's basically what she told me. So she's gonna tell me I smell like an old man or something. So I'm already prepared for that. But it's barbershop week, or barbershop 2 weeks, barbershop whatever. And so I'm marching down the line. I think I've got 2 more to go. And I think at the end, I'll kind of rank the ones that I have anyways. Obviously I don't have every barbershop out there. In terms of a soap, Barrister Mann makes a fantastic soap. I totally respect their products. I think this is in the reserve base, if I'm not mistaken. You don't see, or yeah, I'm not sure actually. Guess I should have checked that out. Anyways, I might be wrong on that, which base this is, but anyways, totally respect their products. But it's interesting. Sometimes you'll find an artisan or soap maker and that you just don't jive with. And for me, one of those is Barrister Mann. I haven't tried all their scents, so I can't just blanket say I don't like Barrister and Mann's scents. Although the product that they make is very, very good. Their base is very good. I found this easy to lather. and definitely provides a nice slick shave. I think, but I've tried a number of their scents, and there's nothing of theirs other than this, which I've kept for some reason, I don't know, but that I haven't let go or wanted to let go. And I still haven't tried like their staple line, which actually I don't think this is a reserve base there. I think their reserve line, and I could be mistaken, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like their waves and classic and lavender and cool. So I have not tried any of those. I did get a sample of waves from my buddy Brad. Now that smelled good, but I haven't used the sample yet. But that's probably one that I would lean towards if I were going to get one. But so far, the ones I've tried just haven't jived with my olfactory system here. I tried Oceana, which wasn't bad, but there was just something about it that to me I think was florally, and I didn't love. But as far as a soap and a product, Barrister Mann definitely makes a top-notch product. All right, let's go for the third pass. I'm really enjoying the Winning Razor, by the way. Like I said, you can't go wrong for 50 bucks for a completely USA made by Yates Precision Manufacturing. I think they're in Pennsylvania. For 50 bucks for a full stainless steel. And it's not 3/16 steel on this one, but it's still solid stainless steel. I think the America razor, which is slightly more expensive, is 3/16 steel. I don't know that that really even matters. But it's got good weight. The handle's a good length. It does, I think I mentioned yesterday, and I think Ken mentioned in his video, it does kind of, the geometry of the top cap does make it sort of suction to your face a little bit. And that can seem like drag, but I don't really think it's drag. I don't know. It doesn't bother me, that's for sure. And I tell you what, it's pretty, for as mild as it is. I mean, I get no blade feel out of this razor. And so if you like razors on the more mild side and you don't like need a lot of blade feel, definitely might want to look into this one. And it's available from the Wet Shaving Club. But again, there's nothing to join with them. You can just buy their products as is without, there's no membership fee or anything like that. I haven't tried anything else from them at this point, but they have some soaps and aftershaves, and they have a couple, they have the America razor, and then they have a couple other less expensive razors as well. That are probably not made by Yates. But I'm surprised at the efficiency of this razor, given the mildness of the feel in the shave. I think this definitely would easily make a daily driver. It'd also make an excellent razor, I think, for a first-time shaver or a beginning shaver. Just because of the lack of blade feel. So that's kind of where this razor was placed to me. But I'll clean up on the neck. but it is surprisingly efficient to me, given its mildness. Anyways, but again, I don't have particularly coarse hair, and I don't have particularly dense beard growth either. So I would say mine's probably maybe average. So if you have more coarse hair or more dense growth, then maybe you need a more aggressive or more blade feel razor. I don't know, but this works for me. So let me rinse the face. Now, it's not the most efficient razor I've used, I will say that, but to me, this fits right in there with the nice trade-off between a more mild razor and efficiency. So I've used more mild razors that aren't very efficient. And this one has definitely some interesting blade geometry or top cap geometry, where it kind of has more of an angle here. Somewhat similar to the Henson, but I don't think the angle's as steep. I think the Henson is still even more squared off than this one, but that puts that blade under more tension, pushes the blade down, and then kind of really gives you kind of the angle there to use. So there you go on the razor. All right, let's get some splash on just because we have it. The splash smells less medicinal to me than the soap, but I can tell you already, like I said, my wife's gonna say, "Ah, you stink." So I can just hear it already in my head. But it is what it is, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for the channel, right? So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you soon on the channel. Have a good day.